All right, let's check back in with meteorologist Keith Carson. Keith, still keeping an eye on those wind speeds out there.
Yeah, still pretty rugged across much of the coast. You can see the back end here going through York County. So this is where things are settling down enough that they should be able to start restoring power. This got a lot to do. I just checked and we've got about 400,000, it looks like, statewide out. 43 miles an hour still in Portland, 69 miles an hour in Bangor. They gusted to 70. We had a few out here that were not official ASOS stations, but they were gusts to 70 flat. So that seems to be the top end of what we've seen so far, but obviously enough to do quite a bit of damage and cause a lot of power outages. Here are your highest wind gusts throughout the day. 60 miles an hour in Portland, 70 in Bangor, 55 in Bar Harbor. Worth noting, they did lose power to that station at some point though. 67, pretty far inland there in Augusta. The other story, and this has been a really big developing story into the mountains and foothills, is they've had a ton of rain. We've got some serious flash flooding ongoing here where the rain continues to come down. Unfortunately, looks like another half inch or so left. And some of these spots, when you look into Newry and Bethel, we've seen washed out roads. Rumford's seen some problems too. Carrabassett Valley's had problems with the Carrabassett River, which I'll show you the river gauge for that in a moment. But this was well predicted. Unfortunately, nothing that could really be done about it. Southeast winds pouring moisture into the terrain, and then it banks up and kind of gets wrung out. And that's why the heavy rainfall occurs there. You can see it's a little bit, or significantly really, lighter in down East Maine and points north of Bangor. So here's the Carrabassett River where I just checked in. It's actually up to 17.5 feet. Predicted crest has gone up another foot to 22.4 feet, which would put it in a top 3 position at least for a crest. And then it will go down. That will happen later on tonight into early tomorrow morning. Bigger rivers and streams, the Kennebec River here at Augusta, for example, will wait until tomorrow afternoon to crest. Looks like we should do so right below moderate flood stage, but we still have obviously a lot of rising left to do in these rivers and streams. The rain will start to wind down here relatively shortly. Can't come soon enough in the mountains, unfortunately, but a few more hours and we should be in the clear. Some good news, as I mentioned before, a lot of people are going to have no power throughout the evening. There's no way restoration is going to be that quick. It's not going to be particularly cold, so that's good. Temperatures do briefly drop down to the upper 30s, but given the time of the year it is, this is pretty mild. And tomorrow we'll get back into the mid 40s, so we should be relatively mild tomorrow with a good deal of sunshine. And I could go quickly through the rest of the week forecast because it's quiet. There's nothing really going on. It just gets a little bit colder here on Thursday and Friday, especially with high temperatures around 30 degrees. So we rip off a bunch of really pleasant days. The weekend looks pretty good at this point. There could be a rain or snow shower on Sunday. That part's a little bit still up in the air, but it wasn't my high priority item today. Christmas also looks quiet at this point, maybe 40 to 45. Obviously, it can be said here, Zach, that a lot of us will not have a white Christmas based on the several inches of rain that we got here. And we never really had the snowpack along the coastline. So we still got a few more hours and then we'll start to go in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely would have been another story had it been snow. Keith,
yeah.
Thanks so much.